Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is the first request I'm doing for you guys, and it's a Q&A video. So on to the basics. I'm Emily, I'm 23 now. I turned 23 almost a month ago. I'm from Germany and I study business psychology. I'm also working in sales for an affiliate marketing agency. And I love going to the gym. It's like my main and favorite hobby. Now I'm answering some of your questions. The first ones are from Manga BTS01, and they asked who my favorite YouTubers are. It cycles a lot. I'm usually only using YouTube to get my steps in when I'm on my treadmill and I'm bored and the weather is shitty. Then I'm watching YouTube, and I like watching Honey Bison and that whole bubble, but I'm trying to not have that be the main content I consume. I also love consuming like philosophy video essays, drama video essays, just things that keep me mentally occupied. I also love history videos, the longer the better. Sometimes I have a weekly hyperfocus, like for example this week it's complex post-traumatic stress disorder, and then I'm like consuming content and videos all about the topic till I'm sick of it, or I get another hyperfocus topic. The next question from them was what my biggest achievement in life was so far. And I had to think quite a lot about that, because my life hasn't been, I haven't achieved anything that big in my opinion yet. But the more I thought about it, because achievement's really personal to me, the more ideas I got and the less I could say as an answer. I think I'm the most proud of the person I've become, because my life has been hard. I've had quite a lot of traumatic events happen to me, and I can say about myself that I'm a good person. I've built myself a life. I've gone to uni. I'm almost done. I almost have my bachelor's. I'm very, very disciplined, and I love helping people. My values are really strong. My morals really strong, and yeah, I think I'm proud of the person that I am. The next question was if I have any big plans for this year, for the rest of the year. Yes, one of the big plans is finishing my bachelor's. I'm almost done with my last semester, then I only need to write my thesis, and hopefully I'll, get my bachelor's this year. That would be great. The next question was what made me start a YouTube channel. This will turn into a little story time, because I've had a lot of channels in my life so far. As a child, I had a Minecraft Pocket Edition YouTube channel. Then I had a YouTube channel where I put screenshots of Minecraft Pocket Edition buildings that I've built with my brother into video format and posted them on YouTube. I had a Movie Star Planet YouTube channel. I had lots of things. Also a friend of mine and me, shout out Diana, we did some YouTube songs and covers. So I've always been on YouTube. I've just struggled with consistency a lot and with niches, because all my niches were like phases, and phases end, and then also my YouTube career ended. The next question was what countries I'd like to visit. The list is long because I love traveling, and most of the time the underrated countries are the best. So for example, a few years ago I had a meeting with a professor, and she lived in Corse, so the French island, and I didn't even know that existed. So she went outside at our break and showed Corse, and I was so fascinated that I wanted to go there on holiday. I did, and it was so nice. It was breathtaking. It was a beautiful island, and not many tourists were there, and I really appreciate about my vacations the most that there aren't as many tourists, and you can just live a normal life, just not work. and get a real picture of what living life is there. So of course I want to go to America, just because, you know, I from when I was a child, I've always wanted to go there, because all the movies are, most of the movies are being filmed there. High school looks cool, campuses in general, the life there, the food there, and the national parks. I really, really, really want to see the parks. I want to see Yellowstone, and there's just so much that I want to see there, and every state has its specialty, and I just love it, and I'd love to see as much of America as I can, also North America. I also want to go to South America. I'm not sure about which countries to go to yet, but that's also on my list. A lot of Asian countries are on the list, like Thailand, China, Japan, Korea, South Korea. I've almost covered all the European countries that I'd like to visit. I'd like to go back to Krakow this year, hopefully, and Tenerife also hopefully this year, because I like those places a lot. I really liked traveling there. And yeah, my trips are most of the time not planned and pretty spontaneous, and I'll just see where it pulls me. Sometimes, you know, I get traveling vlogs recommended, and then I watch them, and then I'm like, that's my next country that I'm gonna visit, because going outside of Europe is really expensive with the flights and all. So I'm trying to avoid that right now. The next question was if I play any video games, and I used to. I played Overwatch, GTA 5, I played League of Legends, but I kind of lost track of that, because if I do have a free minute, I'm using it for work, uni, friends, working out or getting my steps in, or tattooing, because I'm also tattooing in my free time. And it's like, I have so many hobbies that gaming doesn't seem as productive as all the other hobbies that I could do. I also recently got back into singing, and it's just, you know, so much that gaming kind of, I've lost track of it. But I might get back into it as soon as I got more time, because I'm also doing what's it called, charity work, and that also takes up time, and it's a lot. I always put myself into situations where I have a big ass to-do list and I don't know how to manage that. Ooh, the next question was when I got my wisdom teeth removed, and what was the scariest part to be put to sleep in the dental chair. I didn't get mine. I don't know if they're gonna come. I don't know where they are. I didn't get mine yet. Hopefully not yet. Hopefully I just don't have them. But yeah, everyone in my family has them, just not me. I don't know. The next question was what I'm looking for when making new friends. I think it's less of like a thinking and, you know, active decision. For me, it's more of a feeling. If I'm meeting someone and I feel comfortable, that's a really good sign. If I feel weird, then I hate judging really quickly. So I give people a lot of chances, but if that weird feeling doesn't go away, then I don't never want to see them again, but I don't see the probability of a close friendship. But if I feel really comfortable, then there's like not many things I look for. I look for people who aren't liars, people who stand by their words, who tell me directly what they're thinking, and who have strong values. I think direct communication and always saying the truth is really important to me, because that's what I'm giving as a friend. And I don't like when people tell me, I don't know, yeah, it's fine, and then I hear from another person that they indeed didn't think it was fine. but that's like one of the only things I'm really tolerable. They also don't need to go to the gym or have any of my hobbies or whatever. I just like honest people and people with a backbone. The next question, these are a lot. I didn't think that answering them would take that long, was what are my goals for my YouTube channel? And my dream, of course, would be to one day do content creation as a job, because I could travel, I could put much more towards, you know, building my body, making content, taking you with me. But growing on YouTube has gotten really hard, and making money when you're a big channel from YouTube is also really hard, and you need a lot of sponsors and stuff. So that's, I don't like setting goals that I don't think are achievable. But I like to have a small community, to make people happy, to have people interact with me and each other, maybe bringing people together, motivating them. But that's like all. I don't have numbers goals, because I don't like, you know, putting so much pressure onto numbers, especially because I have a job, I am going to uni, and it's like my plan B or C or D. It doesn't have to be. I'd much rather, you know, have a channel that displays my values and gets people together with the same values, hopefully help people, especially by combining fitness and therapy, mental health content. And yeah, that's like my main goal. The next question was what my favorite books are, and I do read, so I have a lot for you. One I lent, I gave my roommate, is called 30 Days, Change Your Habits, Change Your Life. I don't know who it's from, but I'll put a picture here. That was the best self-help book that I've ever read. It helped me so much. I read it like 6 or 7 times, and that was the one that really actually made me change my life. Like the others were like, all right, yeah, I see the point. But that one was like, okay, I'm actually able to do it, and I can do it. The chapters were really short, really understandable, always with some kind of example from a real person, and always joined by a quote, and that was really nice. Then I'm reading The Stranger from Albert Camus. I don't know how you pronounce his name, but I've only started, but I love the way he writes. I love it. It's so dry. I love it. It's so direct as well. Then fantasy. This was one of 2 or 3 fantasy series I've read, and it's the only one that isn't, you know, super annoyingly romantic-y. It has a good story. It has a lot of twists. I cried. Also, they look so cool. They look so cool. So I can recommend One Dark Window and 2 Twisted Crowns. It's part 1 and part 2. And the last one, I've read more, but these are like the best. The rest was like, yeah, classic. The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. Really good. Read it 2 or 3 times. Really helped me, especially if you're an overthinker. It will help you. The next question was what kind of movies I like, and I'm very specific, I think. I need a movie where I cannot tell the plot. So horror is my favorite genre, but only if I cannot call what's gonna happen next, where the children went, who the evil person is. If I can't tell, ooh, I love it. But most of all movies, the plot is really, you know, guessable. You can just guess, you know who it is, you know what's gonna happen, you know when the jump scare is gonna come. And I don't care about the genre as long as it makes me be a bit surprised, you know. I'm looking for examples. Last year, a lot of good horror movies came out. I can't recall, but there were good ones, very good ones. Yeah. The next question was what my favorite food is. And my favorite food is doner kebab. It's so goated. Also, the nutrients aren't as bad, so it's okay. It's my favorite fast food. At home, I literally only eat chicken, lentil waffles, I think it's called, crackers or whatever, and Greek yogurt, and that's it, and I'm fine with that. Also, high protein ice cream is goated, has low calories, and it's really yummy, and I can have ice cream. But yeah, I do not eat a lot of variety, I guess. The next question was what clothing stores I shop at. This really depends on on my financial situation and the phase of life I'm in. Right now, most of the clothes I buy are gym clothes, so mostly Gymshark. Sometimes H&M has like a big sale, and after uni I'm going into the store and find something. Pull and Bear is also a shop that I like to shop at. I thrift a lot. And sometimes I have like some niche online skate shops that I shop at. Minga UK is also a nice shop. I haven't ordered there yet, but I will, and I want to, because I want to have like a more emo goth style again, and they have such nice clothes. Like I want to have some special style again. The next question was if my shoe size is different for sneakers and normal shoes, and I mostly wear sneakers. And I think I wear sneakers and heels, and that's it. That's like no in between. And for me, the shoe size is the same. And the last question from Manga VTS01 is if pineapple belongs on pizza or no. I have to say I'm sorry. I don't think it's horrible, but I'd rather not have it on there. I like pineapple in like a curry sauce, but I don't know why it doesn't fit with pizza. Maybe it needs to be like fresh pineapple instead of like the canned one. Maybe that'll make a difference. But I'm so sorry to all the pineapple and pizza lovers, but no. So the next questions are from, it's 2022 now. Thank you so much for your questions to the both of you. The first question is what type of music I like, and I don't have specific genres that I like. It just has to hit. Lately it's a lot of house, electric style music, like girly pop, but like that slaps, you know. And some indie rock as always. Metal sometimes. It really depends on the day, on my feelings. Sometimes it's more acoustic and indie and slow, and sometimes I just need something to get me up. Gooey from Glass Animals, it has a remix and I love it. It was like my hyper focus song for like a month. It was really good. Yeah, next question is how my friends would describe me best. I think it really depends on the friend, because I have a lot of like different sides to me, and all of my friends bring out a different side of me. I think all of them, I hope all of them would say that I'm really, really sweet, and a person with a big heart, because I write all of my friends some letters sometimes, letters of appreciation, aka love letters. I hope that they'd say that I'm always there for them, that I'm funny. And then it depends on the friends. Some friends would say I'm smart, some would say I'm disciplined, some would say, you know, I'm lazy. It really depends on the friend and the impression that they're getting from me. So the next question you asked if I have any advice for getting a first tattoo. You're getting a shaded rose, and I'm really happy for you. And I hope that it goes well and that you're satisfied with the results that you're getting on your foot soon. And you asked if you can see the tattoo again. and that you want yours in a similar place, and if I have any tips for aftercare. So I'll put a picture here for you. And aftercare has never really bothered me. Like, I hope your tattoo artist is also giving you tips. But the tips I've been getting was put on tattoo cream, wash it once a day with water at first. After like 1 to 2 weeks, you can use soap. After like my 8th tattoo, I didn't really care anymore. I just, rip off the second skin as soon as I get home. I shower normally. I put on the tattoo cream. That's one thing I don't miss. I put it on like 8 times a day or something, like a lot. And it's okay for me personally. Like, I don't really do anything. Maybe don't go in the sun for like a month with that spot, put on sunscreen and you're good to go. The next question was my top 5 horror movies ever. Now I actually need to look up the horror movie because it's important. Last year, 2 of my favorites were dropped. Bring Her Back. That was such a banger movie. It was so good. It was so good. Conjuring, favorite. I love the couple. I love it. It made me cry. Like, even if the horror wasn't that good, especially in the 4th part, made me cry. They're so cute. I love their romance. I really do. I really do. Weapons. Oh my god. Weapons was so good. Weapons was crazy. I loved Weapons. Okay, Weapons was insane. 28 Years Later also made me cry. It was good. I need to do a deep dive. A lot of people, oh my god, yes. A lot of people loved Sinners. I'm sorry I didn't, because it's supposed to be horror. No, it wasn't. It was everything, but nothing at the same time. It was like comedy and horror and history and politics, and that annoyed me. That really annoyed me, because I went in with the expectation of I'm watching a horror movie, and what did I get? Nothing. But The Ugly Stepsister was insane. It was insane. I hated it. I passed out because it was so gory that I felt sick and passed out. But it was good. It was just really horrible. Next question is, do I play any sports? Answer, I have played almost all the sports out there. So as a child, I did horseback riding, boxing, Wing Chun. It's like a Chinese defense fighting thing. I did handball, I did soccer, aka football. I did more. Tennis for a bit. I think that's it actually. Oh, I did dancing too, but that was as a child. So yeah, that's all. And then my mom, when I was like 15, said, okay, you can either do sports or go to the gym. And then I picked the gym, and from then on I was in love, because I wasn't reliant on other people for my training to actually happen. The next question is what I think is the safest way for animal control to catch a big bear on the loose in the neighborhood. I think if there was a big bear loose in the neighborhood, we should just let it be. Why catch it? Cuddle it. Hey, it's just a bear. JK. I don't know. I think the best way, logically, would be very cruel. So I'm just gonna live in La La Land and say, bait it, and then sedate it, and then catch it, not hurt it. And the last question was how long I've been lifting weights and what inspired me to start. I've been lifting on off since I was 15, so 8 years. Actively lifting, seriously lifting with food and all that for 1.5 years. Before that I have been lifting consistently, but not watching the food part. I've also been in and out of the hospital a lot of times because something always happened. So, you know, there were like months where I couldn't. And what inspired me to start was when I was 14, a girl in my class was like, do you want to go to the gym with me for like a day? I was like, can we just go? And she was like, yeah. And then I went with her. And then I felt so like grown up and inspired that I just kept going. I loved it. I don't know why. But yeah, so that was the video. Thank you so much to It's 2022 Now and to Manga BTS01 for submitting your questions. If you have more questions, leave them in the comment section. Love you. See you. Bye.